All right, Shalom, giving all praises, honor, and glory with infinite blessings unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakak Wadash. I also want to give double honors to our beloved elder bishops and to the elder apostles of Great Millstone that teach well and that rule well, with much blessings and salutations going out to the hopeful elect, to the Akim, Wafi, Akwaf that are tuning in, and then to the men that are laboring within this truth, scattered across the four corners of the earth, wherever you may be. Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Barakathum, unto you and to your households, as we are living in these evil days, all right, these evil times, which were prophesied about through the Holy Scriptures, man. All right. And, as the days go on, it's only going to get worse. Not only, for the world, but, mainly, America, Babylon the Great. Due to this whole government shutdown, all right, and, the blaming game of pointing fingers between the Democrats and the Republicans. All right, the only people that are going to be affected by these decisions not being made, or decisions being made, either be executive orders, laws being passed, okay, or a lack of benefits, in which this has currently rolled in, November 1st, starting at the beginning of this month, that those who were to receive government assistance in certain areas from financial aid and from EBT, from food stamps, okay, were to have a cutoff, and really what y'all seeing is just what we're all seeing is just this devil Esau Edom coming down with his wrath, because he know it's getting down to a point where he has to make the most of the time that he was given, all right, from Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai, to bring forth his new world order. And these are some of the effects of it. So check it out. And what you're going to read a little bit, we're going to read it before we, bring out this video. But it says, Houston Airport TSA lines tonight. And, a woman posted this, some woman. It says, I lucked out by going to the only other open terminal where the lines were only 2 to 3 hours long. Only, okay? Only 2 to 3 hours long. And, I myself have never traveled, or, on any airline, or, been through the process of onboarding planes. But that doesn't seem, pretty normal to me, All right. And 2 to 3 hour wait, okay, to, pass through a terminal is it's insane. All right. In which, in these times, man, all right, let it be known that, our elders and our apostles recommend that, the believers, either you be brothers, sisters, all right, you be the believer, or you're a part of the body of Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai, that, it wouldn't really be wise at this very moment to be traveling, via, planes, man. All right, especially because of the whole, incidents and accidents that's been going on. I don't know if you guys remember, but, there's multiple, accidents of planes being falling out of the sky. All right, helicopters falling out of the sky, planes being blown up, crashing or malfunctioning. All right, in which, it wouldn't really be wise to do that now, man. Especially because the government has shut down, and certain regulations and rules and certain things, that they did while the government was up. They're not doing that shit now, bro. Okay, TSA's not doing that shit, man. All right, and they don't care because, they're not getting paid by the government. All right, most of those workers that are working out there, or at the airport, these TSA workers, which work for the government, they're not getting paid. So you know, a lot of things they were required to do, you know, they're not doing it. Some are not even showing up to the work. They're not even going to work anymore. So they're not properly, I wouldn't say screening the people, but they're not properly, a lot of people that are passing through and getting on these planes, man, they could be going on there with some shit, bro. And which, this just obviously opens up another avenue, okay, another road, okay, for T attacks, man. All right, for possible T attacks to happen. But back to this 2 to 3 hours long, it says, and actually, God smiled on us because they reworked the lines while we were in them and merged our line with another line, cutting off about 45 minutes. Crazy. I'm also so lucky that my plane was delayed because we wouldn't have made it. All right. But check it out, bro. This is insane.
Oh my gosh. What?
Yeah, and all those people are waiting either to go home from where they are from, like, back to where they're from, or, basically ready to travel, man. Let's see some of the comments. These people, they're still talking about Republicans and Democrats. All right, and this comment says, the House is ran by Republicans. The Senate is ran by Republicans. The president is Republican. Please tell me again how the Democrats are at fault. I'll wait, and this is what the devil wants. This is what Esau Edom wants. Look at Trump. I did that. Of course, he did it. All right, and which really these elites, okay, these top making elite families, all right, what's called the shots, they did this, all right? Trump was just, used, all right, so to say. Trump was, just a spokesperson for these elites, man, okay, to bring forth these orders and basically have you people, walking in the blind because you still thinking this is Democrats and Republicans. This is way more bigger than this current administration, man. This goes back to a perpetual hatred. This goes back to, this devil, trying to win back his birthright, or more so trying to reconstruct, his birthright, the blessing by the way of his falsehood, his pseudoscience, okay, by the way of his technology, man. All right, by the way of his false miracles on the left hand, bro. But you people don't know these things. It says, brought to you by the Republican Party. See, now you have people throwing fingers, all right? They're throwing fingers. They're pointing fingers at each other. Republicans, Democrats, Republicans. They're saying they did this, they did that. But at the end of the day, man, both are on the same side of the bird, on the same bird. Left wing, right wing. Okay, it's still the same bird, man. It's still, okay, owned by America, all right? It's still owned by the same people, man. Okay, the same people that own this corporation, all right? Hey, this says, these comments should show all of you that they're playing us. And indeed, you guys are being played with, man. All right, like a cat and a mouse. This is what this devil is doing with you people, you Babylonians. It says, thanks to the Dems, thanks to the Republicans, they are all to blame. They want us fighting and hating each other. They aren't suffering. We are. Exactly. These elites are not suffering, man. As this current economy is being fucked, all right, and stuck like Chuck, and you people are being fucked, all right, and now you're stuck, these elites are still, eating. They're still making money off you Jakes, man. They're still making money off you sore loser Edomites, you peons of America, man. All right, so as you're being destroyed, and you're losing your shit and you're losing your wits, these devils are constantly, they're still eating. And this is why the scripture tells you, then this is through the Spirit of the Lord, because I didn't really have anything lined up. When this man is about to fill his belly, what's that, Job 20 and 5? Lord willing, I find that. I'm going to see if I can get it real quick. Job 20 and 5 or 5 and 20. Oh, no, it's, let me see if it's 5 and 20. All right, but this is why the scripture tells us that when this man is about to get right, that the Most High, Yahweh, through his only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, okay, and that's the one you people inly call Jesus Christ, Yahweh Shais, are going to come down and ultimately destroy this man's enterprise. He's going to destroy all his shit, everything that he has worked hard for, okay, and everything he has gotten through ill gains, all right, deceits, lies, and robbery. It's all going to be taken down within an hour by the hand of the Almighty, man, which is Yahweh Shai, bro. Lord gonna smack all that shit down, bro. Like Jenga. Okay, if you guys know what the game is, it's like a party game, or a multiple person game you play with like the blocks and the Legos. Like they're like wooden blocks, where basically you stack them upon each other. Let me just see if I can show it. I mean, and this is how the Lord is gonna come through, and he gonna smack that shit. All right, this is, look, Jenga. You see that? All right, and which in this case, this is what Edom is doing. He's building, he's building his enterprise, man. This is why you have certain, damn bitch, they did that shit on purpose. Salakia. This is why you have certain things and laws being put into order, and why AI, okay, is being heavily pushed out to ultimately be the new system, bro, the new ground system, all right, for this man's enterprise, okay, because you have to build from a base, all right. Before you build something, you have to build from a base. Like if you building a house, man, you have to, lay it out. You have to get certain things, so the house won't, seep in. I'm not a carpenter, bro, but it's only, it's only common sense that you have to build from a base before you build, the rest of the stuff, man. You have to have a formation. I mean, not formation. Well, that's good too, but you have to have a format, all right? And this is what Edom is doing right now, okay? As he's building this new format, this new way of living, all right, in which he's coming out very proudly and letting it be known that the way he's doing it is through the left hand, okay? But he's getting rid of the old one. And this is why this year alone that the dollar, okay, the US dollar, United States dollar, okay, the Federal Reserve, notes, all right, has went down 10%, okay, this year alone, man. So the dollar is weakening, all right. So they're getting rid of all these things, but basically this is what Jenga is, and there go Esau, okay, and these elites building. But the Lord's gonna come through and he gonna smack all that shit down, man. All right. By the way of them thermonuclear missiles, man. All right, but what else finna get? Oh, it's Job. Let me see. Fill his belly. Bear with me for a second. Job 20:23. Yeah, here it is. The book of Job, chapter 20. And let me see if I can get that in the GMT for you guys, man. Job, I don't know. It's like 2023 GMT. Job 20. All right. But the GNT means good news translation. All right. So Job chapter 20. And let's start at verse 20. It says their greed. Well, let's start at verse 19. It says, because they oppressed and neglected the poor and seized houses someone else had built And this is currently what you're seeing that's going on over there in Jamaica. All right, Venezuela, Brazil. Look at this, man. What the fuck is going on over there? It says Brazil turned into a war zone as 2,500 police clashed with drug cartels, leaving 64 dead. Let's read a little bit on this. It says early on Tuesday, over 2,500 police officers and soldiers stormed the notorious Comando Vermelho Red Command strongholds in the favela complexes of Complexo do Alamo and Complexo da Pinha in northern Rio de Janeiro. The goal was to execute hundreds of warrants and disrupt the gang's territorial expansion through major firepower, including helicopter and armed vehicles. This is a lot, It says while the governments described the confrontation as a fight against narco-terrorism and essential for restoring order, civil society groups and human rights organizations warned the operation risked severe collateral damage. Schools were shut, transport routes were interrupted. Okay, well, hey man, you see that shit, what's going on though? A lot of shit going on though. Again, a lot of shit going on. In which that just goes to show you the uproars of the people, all right, because that's an uproar, all right. But this is the whole point of what I was going to when you got that Job. So check it out. Let's read a little bit. It says the Jamaican government has released aerial footage from the coastal areas of St. Elizabeth Parish during the devastation following Category 5 Hurricane Melissa's landfall just 24 hours ago, in which this is a week ago, in which Jamaica suffered a Category 5 hurricane, bro. And this is Jamaica now, man, all right? Shit's fucked up, man. All right, that shit, bro. Look at that. That shit is, all of that is, bro. That's all messed up, bro. It looked like somebody came with a lawnmower and just ran through all that shit, bro. Bro, those houses, bro, that's gonna take a lot of money, in which, bro, a lot of people, all right, who suffer these casualties. I mean, these well, some people suffer casualties, but that's suffered these times. Well, that destruction, bro, that's gonna take them years upon years, to fix these damages, man. All right, not only that, but a lot of people don't even gonna want to deal with these things, man, because a lot of people don't have money to restore the damages that this hurricane had. And this is what the devil wants, bro. This is literally how he moves, bro. This is something called controlled demolition. All right, we're seeing it multiple times, man. We've seen this in Maui, all right, Hawaii, all right. We're seeing it here now in Jamaica, all right, and multiple other places, man. I knew it was this other place. I can't even put my name, I can't recall. I forgot what it was called, man. But basically, this is just the tactics of the devil. We're not dumb. Okay, these people might be slow when it comes to how you move, Esau Edom, but the prophets already know how you move and how you get down. It's nothing new, bro. This is controlled demolition, all right, because you guys want to build back better, all right, which was the slogan for this year as well. Not only just being in America, but everywhere, all right. You want to build your enterprise. You want to set up your systems, all right, this AI governance everywhere around the world, all right. We already understand. We know, we know your intents, devil, all right. You ain't slick, nigga. Bro, look at that shit, bro. You think people want to deal with that, man? You think people are going to want to restore this? This is mass destruction, bro. And just one hurricane did this. One storm did all of this, bro. It's bad. It's bad, man. Look, it says Oprah will be soon offering to buy the land. Okay, BlackRock, you can start building smart city. Jamaica, exactly, bro. These people are catching on, bro. You know what I'm saying? These people are catching on. What's going on, bro? All right, it's controlled demolition, man. All right, and this dude says Jamaica will build back stronger than before. The words of the national anthem mean more now than ever before. Eternal Father, bless our land. All right, and these devils are going to bless your land. All right, with the whole AI, artificial intelligence, okay, constructed system, man. All right, with data centers being set up all through the land of Jamaica, man, the motherland. All right, check this out. This is the president of Jamaica.
Jamaica needs to prepare itself for this dispensation of the fourth industrial revolution, where
Exactly, simple as that. We're done. So let's go to the book of Job, chapter 20, in verse 20 in the GNT. All right, because this is literally what they're doing. It says in C's houses someone else had built. Their greed is never satisfied. All right, and this is what Esau Edom is doing. He's seizing these homes and places, okay, in resources that don't belong to him. All right, going to these other countries and nations, all right, to take what he wants. And ultimately, this is how he's conquering. All right, it says when they eat, there is nothing left over. But now their prosperity comes to an end at the height of their success. And this is speaking about the elites. When it says there, this is referring to these elites, man. These you know, the wicked ones, all right, the ones that are known as the border of wickedness. You know, Malachi 1 and verse 4. Okay, Esau, Edom, all right, and really the top bacon elite, the superior elite groups are of them of the nation of Edom, which is those would be Amalek, these Amalekites, man, these small hats, all right, that own, these multi-trillionaire corporations, okay, them small hatters, man. And it says when they eat, there is nothing left over. Yeah, they don't share, okay. It says, but now, and this is why you have the average American white man, woman, and child, bugging out and, and going insane, bro. Okay, because of the spikes in the prices, the spikes in rent, electric bill. They're seeing America crumble right before their face, man, with them not receiving any type of aid, assistance, any comfort, because this place is done, bro. And truth be told, your people are doing this to themselves, man. These elites is doing it to you, to their own people. You fucking peon Edomites, man. But it says, now their prosperity comes to an end. At the height of their success, all the weight of misery will crush them. All right. Let them eat all they want. Yeah. So you devils keep doing this, keep, gaining riches and lands, by deceits and lies through your social media. Okay. You have Trump speaking about how it's a war on terrorism over there in Venezuela and how these drugs cartels are affecting what's going on over here in America. And you got these devils blowing up farmers and fishermen on boats. They had getting blown up to king high or whatever they say, man. It's just the devil is sloppy. He's very sloppy, man. All right. And it says the Most High will punish them in them in fury and anger when they try to escape from an iron sword. A bronze bow will shoot them down. All right, in which that bronze bow is speaking about the thermonuclear missiles, man. So when these devils are at the peak of their enterprise, or at the high of their enterprise, the height of this NWO, this having millions upon billions chipped up via the RFID microchip, which is known as the mark of the beast, and he has everything set up in order. Okay, these technocrats are ruling, and all right, the digital infrastructure is at its height. The Lord is going to basically come through, and he's going to smack the fucking Mario coins, Sonic coins out of this damn devil in his enterprise, man. But check this. Let's go back to this video, bro. Let's read this one.
Jamaica needs to prepare itself for this dispensation of the fourth industrial revolution, where the cyber world will be paired with the physical world. So you're living in the cyber physical. Technology and machines are working together.
This nigga said the cyber world will live with the physical, man. And these devils, these niggas, these fucking sellouts, man. All right, you're gonna have, sellouts. Okay, because he's definitely a sellout, man. And he's set up, to push forth this NWO, man. You're gonna have these people, these mayors, senates, those who are in the seat of power to push forth for this NWO. And this is what's gonna cause sedition, man. Second Ezra speaks all about it, man. All right, they shall not regard their kings nor princes, all right, but yet letting the course of their actions stand in their power, in which I'm paraphrasing that, but look at him, bro. He's a damn sellout, man. And he's on board for this so-called fourth industrial revolution. So let's get ChatGPT, all right, and we're going to see what is the fourth industrial revolution. What does the fourth, bear with me, industrial revolution look like? All right, so let's see how we can identify this fourth industrial revolution. Okay. Ooh, beautiful. It says the fourth industrial revolution, 4IR, often called Industry 4.0, is the current wave of technological transformation that's blurring the lines between the physical, digital, and biological worlds. It's blurring the lines. So basically it's merging, in which this is what they want. All right, they want to merge men, okay, with machine, artificial intelligence, all right, with the creation of the divine, man. They want to merge it together, man. They want fucking cyborgs. They want half men, half robots. They want this shit, man. He's a madman. He's a freaking madman. He's a mad scientist. This is Esau Edom we're talking about, man. They're blurring the lines. That's why they have pushed out, all these AI videos, all right, on the internet, because it's getting to a point where most people are not able to tell what's real and what's not. All right, and he wants that. Esau Edom wants you to basically live in a fucking fairy tale, man. All right, he wants you to not know what's real and what's fake. All right, and it says blurring the lines between the physical, digital, and biological worlds. It builds on the third digital revolution, but moves beyond it by connecting intelligent systems, in which believe the third, digital revolution would be, these phones, these appliances, the whole way of, Apple Pay, the credit cards, being able to tap, to swipe, things of that sort. All right, but it's going to something further. All right, in which the merging of, the physical and the artificial, intelligence, in which this is going to lead to a chip, man. Okay, Karagman, man. A RFID microchip being pushed and inserted into the masses of the people of the world, man, because this is what they want. All right, and you got the president, the sellout of Jamaica. All right, following orders just like Trump and the rest of these dudes. All right, to push forward for this. It says it builds on the third digital revolution, but moves beyond it by connecting intelligent systems, automation, and data in powerful new ways. All right, here's what it looks like across different dimensions. Correct technologies, AI and machine learning, predictive analytics, generative AI, autonomous decision making, using everything from smart factories to personalized medicine. Internet of Things, AOT, billions of sensors embedded in products, machines, and infrastructure. Real-time data collection, communication across devices. And what's this? And it's a spirit, because what this is putting in my head, this is putting that one movie that Justin Timberlake played in. It's called like fuck, man, what is that movie, man? Where basically everybody, basically had a timer. They had a built-in timer of when, they would die. I forgot what it was called, man. You brothers and sisters know what it is, man. But this is some type of shit Esau Edom on, bro. It says, bullet point 3 says robotics and automation. Robots working alongside humans, cobots, and manufacturing, logistics, and healthcare. Automation of routine administrative tasks through a software robots, RPA, in which that's capped because you motherfuckers are getting fired and being replaced by robots. So there ain't no working next to, man. You people are going to be set up, all right, pushed in and to, these smart cities, okay, and, sat down like a guinea pig or a hamster in a cage, Verse 4, not verse 4, bullet point 4, it says 3D printing. All right, well, we don't really got to get into that. It says blockchain and distributed ledgers, secure, transparent transactions in supply chains, finance, and governance. Extended reality, XR, augmented virtual and mixed reality used in training design, remote collaboration. In industry, smart factories where machines self-diagnose and adjust production. Digital twins, virtual replicas of real systems used for testing and optimization. In society, connected cities, managing traffic, waste, and energy efficiently, personalized healthcare through AI-driven diagnostics and genomics, remote and hybrid work becoming standard, powered by automation XR. And he's going to do all these things by this current AI, artificial intelligence center that's being built, man. All right, it's being built. It's a format that's being built, bro. So yeah.
Technology and machines are working together, not just to deliver services in an independent way that was largely delivered in a non-physical way. Now, as was demonstrated, you have machines that can be deployed with artificial intelligence that can function physically. So it's not just call center jobs that we need to be looking at very closely. It is other kinds of jobs that will also be impacted. The solution not to hide from it. It's not to be fearful of it. The solution is for us to use the technology to increase the level of training and skills in our society so that our people can take on higher order tasks which bring higher order pay.
For who, nigga? The fucking elites? The fuck? This nigga sell out, bro. All right, you gotta look. Even bro said no to the charagma, CHIP, no to digital ID, and no to digital currencies. In other words, prepare for layoffs, terminations, and robots, AI to take your jobs. All right, yeah, this is where it's going to, man. Hey, look, bro, people are waking up, bro. It says the hurricane was not a coincidence. Watch out, people, and it definitely was not. One world order, yes, Lord. Revelation is fulfilling, yeah. Because we're at the time, man, where all these prophecies are, to come to pass, man. This is the end, bro. This shit is over. It's done. This place is done, bro. Okay. Every vision. Effect. What is that? Ezekiel chapter 12 and verse 23. Tell them, therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh. That's the Heavenly Father. It says, I will make this proverb to cease, and they shall no more use it as a proverb in Israel. All right. That proverb it is speaking about, the Lord speaking about is a saying of infidelity, a saying of unbelief, meaning, all right, that our people did not believe that these things would come to pass. These prophecies wouldn't come to pass, and that we're not living in that time. And basically, they wouldn't believe that the Lord was to come back in this time, bro. But surely, and I believe, as a man and as a man of the Lord, that, bro, this is the time, bro. This is the generation where the Lord is going to make his return, man. All right. This is the generation that will be judged, man. And it says, and they shall no more use it as a proverb in Israel, meaning amongst the so-called Negroes, Latinos, natives, American men, women, and child, man. It says, but say unto them, the days are at hand in the effect of every vision. And that's where we at, man. The effect of every vision. These prophecies coming to pass. All right. So, this was just a little quick update, or basically just showing you what the freak is going on around the world, bro. All right, because the Lord isn't playing. And this is, hey, it's not a joke. Nothing. This ain't a game, bro. This shit is really happening. And if you're not paying attention and watching, these things are going to overtake you and ultimately be for your demise, man. All right.
Oh, shit! Oh, my fucking God!
Hey, man, stay off them planes, bro. Real talk, bro. A truck driver captured the moment a UPS plane crashed just yards away, causing a massive explosion after takeoff from Muhammad Ali International Airport in Louisville. Hey, we in some evil times, man. Stay prayed up. Trust the process, man. Trust the Lord. Keep the fear. And don't talk to strangers. All right? It's a low, but this lesson was edifying. Closing, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory, and infinite blessings unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakwadash. To the summit, say Shalom.